Yo, hold on. Stop what you're doing right now because 50 Cent just hopped on live and reacted to Domani's Miss Jackson diss track. And bro, the energy in that live was something else. We are talking about a 24-year-old who just walked up to one of the most notorious figures in hip hop, sampled Outkast, wrote a letter to his dead mother, and told him to his face he'd send him to her. And 50 had to sit there and take it in real time, on live. Yeah, we're getting into all of it right now, so do not move. Okay, so for anybody that needs a quick recap before we dive in, here's where we're at. This whole thing kicked off when T.I. accused 50 of backing out of their versus battle. 50 fired back the only way 50 knows how in 2026. Memes, trolling, Instagram posts going at Tiny, not rapping, not dropping music, memes. T.I. responded by dropping diss track after diss track. We're talking 4 records deep at this point. Then King Harris jumped in, and just when you thought the Harris family was done, Domani steps up and drops arguably the most personal, most calculated record of the entire beef, Miss Jackson, addressed directly to Sabrina Jackson, 50's late mother, who passed away in a fire when 5th was only 8 years old. So now we got 50 on live having to respond to all of this, and I need y'all to understand the position he's in right now because it is not a good one. So 50 hops on live, and right away you can tell he's trying to play it cool. You know how 50 does it, that unbothered energy, leaning back, half smirking like nothing phases him. But bro, the comment section is going crazy. People are typing Miss Jackson over and over. People are sending him the lyrics, and 50 is sitting there trying to hold the composure together while his fans are essentially forcing him to acknowledge this record exists. And he can't just ignore it because at this point, the whole internet has heard it. Rick Ross already commented, "Let it burn. The culture is watching." So 50 addresses it. And listen, he tries to spin it. He goes back to his talking point about bots and streaming numbers and how nobody's actually buying these records. Classic deflection, classic 50. But here's the thing, nobody asked about the numbers, bro. The question is simple, did Domani go crazy on that record or not? And deep down, everybody in that live knew the answer.
Everybody get up right now. T.I. and Tiny's other son, Domani, put out a diss track for 50 Cent called Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson being 50 Cent's mama. And for the cover art, he used this photo, which I'm sure is the house that 50 Cent allegedly got set up with his son and his baby mama in it. And this diss track goes crazy. I didn't even know he gave it up like this. That man is cold. Do you hear me? He even sampled Miss Jackson. He said you could at least let him sleep before you cremate him, Firebug. He talking about how 50 Cent allegedly got his baby mama and his son's house set up. That boy said, "I'm the one delivering your eulogy." Firebug. What? I didn't even know he gave it up like that.
And this is what I really want to talk about, because Miss Jackson is not just a diss track, it's a statement. Domani didn't come in screaming and yelling, he came in surgical. He opened up with that Outkast sample, which immediately sets a tone. Nostalgic, emotional, disarming, and then he flips it into something genuinely dark. He's writing to Sabrina Jackson, asking her if she's proud of who her son became. That's a different level of pen game. That's not battle rap, that's storytelling. That's making somebody feel something they don't want to feel. And then the Firebug section, bro, he tied the whole thing back to the accusations that 50 was connected to that suspicious fire at his son Marquise's mother's house. So now you've got Domani linking 50's past to his mother's death in a metaphor and packaging it all into one record. That is nasty work. That is genuinely impressive for a 24-year-old going up against somebody with 50's legacy and reputation.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm a fan, bruh. T.I.'s son, what's his name? Domani, I think it's Domani. Listen, did you hear his diss track? That boy just went crazy. Here I am talking about T.I. diss track and how I don't like it. And the moment I get done with the video, I get a notification that Domani dropped his diss track to 50 Cent. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was fire, bro. Man, I should have took a picture with dog, man. I seen him in Houston, and he was at the skating ring. I should have took a picture with his ass, man. Damn, that boy fire, man. Let's hear it. I'll tell you one thing. If you didn't hear it, go check it out right now. That shit is fire. And secondly, yo, this beef is really putting the T.I. sons on. Like, for real, man. Like, This is probably the most I ever heard King rap. This is my first time listening to his son's name. I hope I'm getting his name right, Domani, but yo, go listen to him. Let me know what you think of that, because I ain't gonna lie, that shit.
And this is what's wild to me. 50 Cent has beef with Ja Rule, Fat Joe, Jadakiss, Cameron, Rick Ross, some of the sharpest pens in the game, and he's always had an answer. Always. Whether it was a record, a meme campaign, or just straight up embarrassing somebody publicly, 50 always had a move. But right now, he's getting hit from every angle by the Harris family, and his response has been to delete his post and talk about bots on live. That's it. Meanwhile, Tiny is out here posting about raising the next Jackson 5, and the comments are going wild. The whole family is locked in, and 50 is on an island. Where is Tony Yayo? Where is Uncle Murda? Because right now, the people who are supposed to be in 50's corner are nowhere to be found, and that says a lot about the bridges he's burned over the years. Before I get out of here though, let me leave y'all with this. My honest prediction on whether 50 actually gets in that booth and responds: he doesn't. And here's why I say that. 50 Cent in his prime, the Massacre era, the Get Rich or Die Trying era, that version of 50 would have had a record out already. No hesitation. But we are in 2026, and 50 has spent the last several years building a brand around being unbothered. So instead, what I think happens is he keeps trolling on social media for another week, maybe takes a shot at T.I.'s streaming numbers or throws up another meme, and then quietly lets the whole thing fade out, hoping the internet moves on to the next topic. Look, at the end of the day, this beef has given us some genuinely great music and some genuinely great moments. And whatever you think about the back and forth, you cannot watch this situation and tell me the Harris family didn't show up. T.I. showed up, King showed up, and Domani might have dropped the record of the entire beef. A 24-year-old writing a letter to your dead mother and making it lyrical, that's a moment. That's a hip-hop moment. Now, the ball is in 50's court, and the whole culture is waiting to see if he's gonna get in that booth or keep posting memes. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, let me know who you got in this, and make sure you're subscribed because this beef is far from over. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.